Greetings, curious minds. Welcome back to What Do They Do? I'm Professor Jobs, and today we're diving into the dynamic universe of software development. In this digital age, software developers are the unsung heroes, orchestrating the symphony of code that powers our everyday life. They're the architects of the digital world, building the applications and systems that drive our technologies. From your smartphone apps to the systems that make our cities smart, their work is all around us. Ever wondered what happens behind the code? Stick around. Our journey starts with understanding requirements. This phase is crucial as it lays the groundwork for the software that's about to be born. It's a time of active listening and communication, as developers engage with stakeholders, be they clients, users, or team members. Their goal? To clearly define what the software should do, how it should perform, and what problems it should solve. It's all about asking the right questions, deciphering the needs, and translating them into technical specifications. It's a bit like being a detective and a translator rolled into one. This process helps to ensure that everyone's on the same page, setting the stage for a successful project. It's not just about understanding what the software should do, but also why it's needed, who it's for, and how it fits into the bigger picture. This is the first step in the creation of any software. Once requirements are clear, it's time for design and planning. This is where our software developers truly become architects of the digital realm. They begin by creating a blueprint for the software, a roadmap if you will. This is a critical step as it lays the foundation for the entire project. Here, they decide on the software's architecture. They determine how different parts of the software will interact with each other, ensuring optimal functionality and performance. Next, they plan the software's structure. They decide on the flow of information, the organization of data, and the overall layout of the software. They're not just thinking about the back end here, but also how the user will interact with the software. And speaking of interaction, the user interface gets its first conceptualization in this stage. Developers sketch out how the software will look and feel to the user. A well-designed user interface can make the difference between a software that's a joy to use and one that's frustrating. With a solid plan in place, it's time to bring the design to life. Now, the magic, the coding phase. This is where the blueprint from the design phase begins its transformation into a living, breathing software. Developers, like skilled artisans, craft intricate lines of code, each serving a specific function in the grand architecture of the software. They use programming languages, which are like the tools of their trade, each with its unique strengths and applications. From Python and Java to C++ and Ruby, these languages allow developers to instruct the computer on what tasks to perform. But coding isn't just about writing instructions. It's also about problem solving, as developers often encounter challenges that require innovative solutions. It's a dynamic process, an elegant dance of logic and creativity, where developers breathe life into their designs. But the work doesn't end at coding. Just as a newly constructed building needs to be inspected for safety, the code, too, needs to be rigorously tested for errors and bugs. The journey continues. Testing is a crucial part of the process. After the coding phase, developers don't just sit back and relax. They rigorously test their code, much like detectives looking for clues. Their goal? To uncover and fix any pesky bugs hiding in the system. They check every nook and cranny, making sure everything works as planned. This meticulous testing is what ensures the software runs smoothly and as expected, providing a seamless user experience. It's all about quality assurance in the world of software development. Collaboration is key in software development. Developers don't work in isolation, they form a cohesive unit, brainstorming and sharing ideas. Just like musicians in an orchestra, each developer plays a unique part, contributing to the symphony of software creation. To keep this melody in harmony, they use version control systems. These are like digital time capsules, preserving every version of the code, managing changes, and ensuring everyone is on the same page. Working together, developers ensure the software remains consistent and up to date. When challenges arise, developers put on their detective hats. They delve into the labyrinth of code, searching for clues that might reveal the culprit behind a malfunction. This process, known as debugging, is just as vital as writing the code itself. Imagine coding as crafting a beautiful tapestry. The threads of this tapestry are the lines of code, intertwining to form a functional piece of software. But what happens if a single thread snaps? The entire tapestry may unravel. Debugging is the art of finding these broken threads and mending them. Developers also engage in troubleshooting, diagnosing the root cause of these issues. It's akin to being a software doctor, identifying symptoms, and prescribing the right solution. It's a challenging process, but immensely rewarding when the software springs back to life, operating smoothly, without a hitch. Debugging and troubleshooting are the unsung heroes of software development, ensuring that the software is free of errors and runs efficiently. Once everything checks out, it's time for deployment. This is a pivotal moment in the software development cycle. It's like opening the doors to a new digital universe, crafted from lines of code. Developers work meticulously to release the software, making it accessible for the world to experience. They ensure that it's ready to take the stage, to perform seamlessly for users and clients. It's a thrilling moment, as the software finally takes flight. But remember, the journey doesn't end there. Developers continue to maintain and update the software. This is not a one-and-done deal, folks. The digital landscape is ever evolving and our software needs to keep pace. Developers are the gatekeepers of this process, ensuring that the applications and systems we use daily remain secure and efficient. Imagine it like a well-oiled machine that needs regular tuning to keep running smoothly. Developers tweak and adjust the software, fixing any new bugs that may appear. They also add enhancements and new features, keeping the software relevant and user-friendly. Moreover, they're always on the lookout for the latest technologies. They incorporate these advancements into the software, making sure it stays up-to-date and competitive. It's an ongoing cycle of improvement, a testament to a developer's commitment to excellence. And there you have it, a glimpse into the day in the life of a software developer.